Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Today I have teamed up with Emile Cordon to share what's in my Gucci Ophidia Cosmetics case and to do a first impression on it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Alright, so this Gucci Ophidia case, I've been using it for the last couple of weeks. I absolutely love it. And I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys, so hopefully I'm able to answer them throughout this video. But the Gucci case is available in 2 different sizes and in 2 different colors. I opted for the small and the brown. I just really like the combination with the gold, but it has a very, very soft texture to it, and I also like the fact that it does have the color treated leather, so I don't have to worry about water stains or anything like that. It has a smooth zipper, and I really like the detail at the very bottom of the zipper. And I also have a little table set off to the side, that way I can set my cosmetic case down when I share the contents of this case. Now, as many of you know, I have a slight obsession when it comes to lip products. And I have a tendency to carry more than most. And this is definitely my Mary Poppins case, you know? But for me, I feel like I want variety. Sometimes I feel like a lipstick, other times I feel like a lip balm, or sometimes I feel like a lip gloss. I feel like I have to have options, you know what I mean? If you guys are the same way, let me know in the comment section down below, because sometimes people look at me like I'm crazy. All right, anywho, let's get this on the road, shall we? But let me share first what I have going on here. As you can see, it is packed almost to the brim. I can still get away with carrying a little bit more if I wanted to, but I'm not really going to push the envelope. All right, so the first thing that I have is the Chanel No. 5 hand cream. I absolutely love it. I love the formula. It leaves your hands very nice and soft, and it also smells like the perfume. So I highly recommend it. And I also like the ergonomic design that it has. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but you only need a little bit. And like I said, it leaves your hands really, really soft and silky. All right, next I have a MAC lipstick. This is actually from their holiday collection last year. This is in the color, hang on, the lighting is not the best in here. It is Shimmer and Spice. It doesn't have a number, but I love the packaging, like I said, but check out the color. The color is kind of iridescent. I don't know if it's going to be able to capture it, but I like to wear it during the holiday season because it has all that glitter. So let me swatch it, and I will make sure and swatch everything because I have a tendency not to swatch anything, or sometimes, you know, a few things here and there, but that's the color. Look at that. It is beautiful. It has like that little bit of bronzy rose gold going on. I think it is gorgeous. So the MAC Shimmer and Spice lipstick from their holiday collection last year. All right, next up is the Buxom lip glosses. I think it's called the lip polish. Is it lip polish? Polish on, I can't remember the name, but I'll make sure and put everything on the description box below. But this is in the color Dominique. And it's just a really, really nice clear with this beautiful silver glitter. But as you can see, I need to replenish because I end up using Buxom lip glosses the most when it comes to pretty much any brand. All right, next up, another Buxom lip gloss. This is in Celeste. This color is my favorite, by far my favorite when it comes to their lip glosses. I love the formula that they have, and I feel like it's thick, but it's not too thick to the point where it just feels like your lips are just kind of like smacking together, you know what I mean? I don't know, but the colors that they have, whether you go for the clear ones, whether you go for the ones that have color, I think that they're gorgeous. But there we go, there's that one in Celeste. It's just like the perfect neutral in my opinion, you know what I mean? It's not too, I don't know, it's not too dramatic. I totally forgot to swatch the Dominique. See what I mean? Hopefully I'm saying the names correctly. But there is the clear one. I felt like, I don't know, you couldn't really see the color, that's why I didn't swatch it. All right, so we're getting down to the bottom ones. And next up is a Dior lipstick. This is Dior Addict in 260 in Bright. Love the packaging, as many of you know. Also, I am a sucker when it comes to packaging. I don't know, there's just something about it. But I love this color. Again, it's a beautiful, beautiful neutral. It has a little bit of sparkle. And when it comes to lipsticks, I think that Dior has by far some of the best formulas. I don't think that they end up drying out. They don't end up feathering, which I really, really like. There's the color 260 Bright. And they're also really, really moisturizing, you know? So I tend to have, I don't have the best luck sometimes when it comes to lipsticks. I tend to get carried away by the packaging, and then I'm kind of underwhelmed when it comes to the formula. But this one I think is just great all the way around. So the Dior 260 in Bright. All right, next up, I have a Revlon, which is in 420 blushed. I just love Revlon. When it comes to Revlon or L'Oreal, I feel like I always have them, you know what I mean? And again, I go for the neutrals. This is one of my newest pickups. I got it at Ulta, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's very similar to the 260 Bright right here. But I just love the color. Actually, I'm gonna put it on right now. I don't have a mirror. The mirror is a little far away from me, so hopefully it's not all over the place. You know what I mean? There we go. I love it. I love the color. You know, sometimes I do go for bold colors, and I do have, you know, I do have some in my collection, but I tend to get somewhat self-conscious, and I'll get into it in a little bit. Okay. Next up, we have a Gucci lipstick. I got this last year for Christmas, and this is in 330 luxurious lipstick in Libertine. But check out the packaging. Look at this. Gorgeous. You have the GGs all throughout the tube, and at the very top, this is also very similar to the Revlon one that I just shared with you guys. Let me just put this on. Actually, it's a little bit darker. But there we go. Now, as gorgeous as the packaging is and as beautiful as the color is, I'm not the biggest fan of the formula. You know, it does end up drying out a little bit, a little too much than I would like. And I feel like I constantly have to, I have to continuously reapply it. You know, so I love the color and I love so many aspects of it, but it doesn't have the best formula, but still. There we go. So it's one of those that I feel like I have it in my pocket, more so in my cosmetics case. I'm just like, I go to town with it, you know what I mean? All right. Next up is another Dior lipstick, and it's very similar to the other one that I shared with you guys. This is Dior Addict lipstick in number 178 in Urban. And this is also very, very light. This one doesn't have any shimmer, but it's still as moisturizing as the 260 that I shared with you guys earlier. And this is more of a tint. You can barely see it there. But sometimes when I want to have that moisturizer, as I said before, that Dior has, without necessarily having to worry about color, I end up going for this one. So once again, the Dior lipstick in 178 Urban. All right. Next time I'm gonna have to have a loop so I can see those. Colors. All right. Next up is my Emile Cordon Miracle Lip Pot. This is in the color Charlotte. Look at that. But they recently launched 10 different lip pots. 4 of them are haute couture, and they have a little bit more color. So it's a little bit more of a lip tint and a cheek tint, which I think is great. But look at this color. It is just gorgeous. I have talked about them before. I do have the cashmere lip pots, and I love the formula that they have. They're very, very moisturizing, and I also like the way that they smell. But this one, I know it might look like it's a little bit too intense or a little too bold, but since it's a lip tint, it just has the right amount of color. So check it out. There we go. I love that. It's gorgeous. So again, you can use it on your lips or you can use it as a cheek tint. They also have some that are a little bit more colorless, kind of like this one. This is called the Manhattan Flare. This one is not in my cosmetics case. But with these, I really like that if you do have some residue, you can end up using them on your hands and it's a little bit more moisturizing that way, especially because right now, it's a little bit dry, you know, during the fall and in the winter. So I think that's great. So the Emile Cordon Luxury Lip Pot in the color Charlotte. Okay, and I do have a little tissue over here because I'm running out of space on my hand. Next up, I have a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I also love the formula of these. This is in Very Victoria, and it's very similar to Pillow Talk. It's a little bit darker. But there we go. Love the formula. Again, very, very moisturizing. It doesn't dry out my lips. It doesn't feather or anything like that. So I think that's great. And I highly, highly recommend Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. But there we go. It's a little bit more similar to the Gucci one, right? As you can see, I tend to go for a little bit more of the neutral colors when it's not the colorless ones. All right, next up, I have a Buxom lip balm. This is in Big O. Awesome, awesome lip balm. This is Power Plump lip balm, and it's also colorless, and it has a little bit of a hint of mint. It's a wonderful formula. So I highly recommend this guy as well. I've been carrying it for the last couple of months, actually, since I purchased it. So I think that's great. I'm getting down to the final 2, I promise. Next up, I have a Christian Dior lipstick. This is in the hang on, in the Rouge Dior Ultra Rouge 325 Ultra Tender. Now, the packaging is what got me, you know, first, let's be honest, because it's red, but the formula, as I said before, is just great. Now, the one thing about this that's kind of a bummer, it's a little bit smaller than most of their lipsticks. So I was kind of bummed out that it wasn't a full-size lipstick, you know, but I still love the color. It's a little bit more brown, actually. Hang on. I'm having issues. Right here. Right there. So again, really, really great formula. It just wasn't full size. And especially for the price point, that's really what ended up bumming me out the most, because I was expecting something a little bit bigger, kind of like the other ones that I have showed you guys. So the Christian Dior Ultra Rouge Ultra Tender 325. There we go. And the last lipstick that I have is this little guy. This is the Givenchy Le Rouge Matte in 329. I think I got this during the, with some bonus points from Sephora, if I'm not mistaken. And the color on this is just insane. Absolutely insane. So as I said previously, I do tend to wear, you know, bold colors from time to time. Sometimes I get a little self-conscious on camera just because I'm constantly talking, obviously. And I feel like I'm gonna get lipstick on my teeth, you know? So when I'm out and about, that's usually when I end up, you know, when I end up rocking the darker lipstick or the more, a little bit more of a bold color, but there it is right there. Now, as much as I love the color and as much as I like the cute little, the packaging, not the best formula. I feel that after like 10-15 minutes, you can end up seeing that it's starting to feather and it's a little bit drying. So with that one, I would recommend using a different type of like lip balm or some kind of moisturizer underneath before you put it on, but the color is insanely, insanely gorgeous. So once again, the Givenchy Le Rouge Matte in 329. All right, so that does it for what I'm carrying inside of this little guy. How many lipsticks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 different lip products. Like I said, I have to have variety. I have to have options. Now, as far as the case goes, as I said previously, I absolutely love it. And I love the fact that I don't have to worry about any type of water stains because it does have that color treated leather. I love the size that it is because I feel that I can carry it inside of my smaller handbags or my medium-sized handbags, and I don't have to necessarily go for a tote or something a little bit larger, which is what I've talked about in other videos. But it does have this beautiful, beautiful green lining. It also comes with a little slip pocket. I don't really end up using the slip pocket, to be honest. But there we go. So I know that it's small, but it's deceiving because as you can see, I was carrying 12 different lip products in here and the hand cream. Now, one thing that I wanted to point out when it comes to this case is the canvas, because the canvas is a little bit thinner. It's a little bit more lightweight. I do like the fact that if I'm carrying a little bit more in here, I can just kind of play around with it. That way I can have everything kind of go into place. But still, it's a little bit thinner. So if you were to compare this to Louis Vuitton canvas, that one is a lot thicker than this one is. So the one thing that I am going to be doing, I am going to keep an eye on it, especially on the corners, because whenever it comes to a cosmetic case that has this type of design, that has that folding on here, I've seen that it has a tendency to wear a little bit faster, kind of like the Louis Vuitton cosmetics case. I used to have a few of them and I noticed that they started to peel a little bit faster. So like I said before, I'm just going to keep an eye on it when it comes to the corners. But so far so good. I've had no issues with it. And I think it's a really, really nice piece. And if you don't want to use it as a cosmetics case, you can end up using it as a clutch. I talked about that in a few other videos. You know, I do have a smaller phone, so I have an older phone too. So if you have a larger one, it wouldn't end up fitting that way. But I like the fact that it has that zippered closure, and if you wanted to use it as a clutch, you have a little bit more peace of mind, you know what I mean? So this has become one of my favorite small leather goods. I highly, highly recommend it, but still, I wanted to throw that out there as far as the canvas goes, just because it's a little bit thinner and just to give you a little bit more information on it. I haven't had any issues with the hardware peeling or anything like that. It's been wearing very, very nicely. And as you can tell, I have kind of put it through the ringer the last couple of weeks, but I absolutely love it. And it's definitely been one of the best purchases that I made this year. So this little guy is awesome. Highly, highly recommend it. All right, you guys, so that does it for my What's in My Gucci Ophidia case and a first impression. I hope I was able to give you guys a little bit more information on it, and hopefully I was able to answer all of your guys' questions. If you have any more, let me know in the comment section down below. I will make sure and put links to all of the products that I had in there as well. And like I said, I tend to carry a little bit more than most, but I need to have that variety. And a huge, huge thank you to Emile Cordon for sponsoring this video. Like I said before, they have awesome products, awesome awesome customer service, and I highly, highly recommend them. They also were very kind and gave me 10% off for all of you guys with the coupon code on the description box below, so make sure and check them out. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red button down below and hitting that bell so you're notified when I upload videos, which is anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week. And if you guys have any other lip product recommendations, let me know in the comment section down below as well. But again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day.